kind of interesting.
Deny that comfort pick away from Inspired. They're also going to remove the Thresh, okay?
All right, so Lucian, Thresh. So Caitlyn has to be banned now. So what are they going to do? Caitlyn LeBlanc set? Or are they just going to give set to G2? Can't ban Zoe and Syndra. It's looking kind of rough. Do I think I could get Challenger in any role? I mean, if I played enough games, yeah. But I don't think I could do it in, like, the amount of games it takes. Like, so for example, for jungle, it took me, what? This season, it took me 200 games to get Challenger. I don't think I could do that with any other role. Like, I just, like, have grinded to Challenger as jungle so many different times that it's like, you know, I just know what to do, know what to pick. Just have enough mastery of the role to do it, but other roles would take like a fucking insane grind, like 1,000 games plus. Red side is OP for support counter pick, kind of, but you also have to ban Caitlyn every game, so I think blue side is better. GP ban? Yeah, no. G2 is just afraid of Finn's GP. It was just too dominating in the last 2 games. They had to ban it, had to take it away. No way you can let him have that one.
But I do like the high priority on the Nautilus because I think this duo in particular gives you a lot of agency, a lot of playmaking, especially around level 6.
I could never play as many games as Tyler plays of League. I mean, I just don't like playing the game enough to actually play that many games. Like, you actually have to love League to play that many games.
That's going to be really hard, especially if there's a Leona in the mix, because now you have that set.
Okay, so the set is picked here.
And if you get another
I mean, Ashe, Leona into Kalista, Nautilus, like, that doesn't sound like a bad lane for the Ashe. You could even go Braum if you wanted here as well.
Excellent option here for G2. They have so many hard engaged tools to try and shut down Rogue.
It is locked in, it's confirmed now, and
I mean, to be addicted, I feel like you have to like it, right? You have to enjoy some part of it to be addicted to it.
I definitely have my eyes on Finn with the Gangplank banned away. Ornn is open and available. They want to
Akali?
Tyler gets too many views for League. No, I mean, he plays off stream though, so he definitely loves League.
Rogue have the option to lock that in right now.
He doesn't love the game, dude. He literally played for a month and a half off stream, playing like 30 games a day. He played 1,000 games in a month and a half off stream. The dude loves League. I don't know why people are trying to make it seem like, nah, dude, it's just like, he actually just only doing it for money and he hates it. Like, come on. You don't play a month and a half off stream not getting paid for that reason.
It was very early ganks into that middle lane, and Ormid immediately, Rogue removing options. So the Orion is taken away, and one of Finn's potential top laners in Shen is banned as well.
Shen ban is quite interesting. I think it's largely to prevent Rogue from being able to play through the bot side of the map. Remember that Rogue...
What do you like about Crack? Well, it gives me enough energy to just ban people like you from my stream. Like, I don't have to, like, you just boom, just like that, you know? Keeps my senses alert, so that's probably my favorite thing about it.
Having so much playmaking around the bot side, they already got rid of the GP and now the Shen, so it's the top laners with global abilities, right? They can really shake that up down there, so I do like that idea coming through from G2, and I wonder, do they toss the Ornn ban in there again? I feel like I would really like to see Finn return to that champion, offering more engagement for the team.
Rest in peace, man.
So they're going to take the Renekton off the boards. What kind of top laner are you thinking? Like, things that a Renekton and a Shen might actually do well into.
I mean, I wonder if, like, Wonder wants to go for the Camille or something like that, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
Strong playmaking in side lane, and also against an Akali, that ultimate is a giant.
Sensitive? No, I mean, I just thought it would literally farm Keck Ws, and farming the Keck Ws was more important to me in that moment as a business decision than keeping that one viewer, like, with his, like, ability to type in my chat. It was a trade-off, you know? You gotta sacrifice some things to really get what you want in life.
I just think that if you're going for more of this early game playmaking approach, if you're going for a little bit more of like a skirmish, dive heavy, I don't know, I just feel like Lilia doesn't fit into that.
Oh my word, okay, so expecting this in Caps' hands.
I mean, it could also be top. Wonder used to be a big Aurelia player. Let's see what gets locked in.
How many Keck Ws is a viewer worth? Like, 50 Keck Ws is worth way more than one viewer. Like, let's be real.
I would assume that.
Is undefeated in the LEC.
All right, so in this draft, okay, so we got some things. We see the Aurelia into Akali. Normally, people don't really like Aurelia to Akali, and the Kennen picked top blind. I don't really know if I like this draft here from G2.
is going to offer you so much. And then throwing Kennen into the mix against such a low-range composition. I think Kennen is actually the champion that blasts this draft into a huge
Orn
win.
top.
You're completely right.
I don't really like this draft from G2. I mean, I think historically people have said that Aurelia is not good into Akali. Seems like a pretty hard lane. I know we saw Showmaker versus Chovy. Showmaker popped the fuck off on Akali into Aurelia earlier today, so not sure about this matchup. Don't think I really like it. Take a break from streaming. You look fucked, man. Yeah, dude. Take a break from streaming. I've been streaming so much, man. That's what it is. I streamed a total of, what, like 10 hours this entire week so far? I just need a fucking break from streaming. I've been streaming too many hours. You for sure are an intelligent human being. For sure, man.
Everything they need to shut down Larssen and stop him from carrying Rogue.
It's going to be such a difficult time for Larssen in that middle lane, and for Rogue, this is the last potential option. If you lose here, you are done. You take the 3rd seed at Worlds, and it has been a fantastic year.
Wits End, Mercs, Aurelia, GG. I mean, I guess. It's supposed to be like not that good for Aurelia, though, from what people have said.
Some gank setup. Well, we're on to Summoner's Rift.
I sub if Rogue wins. Okay, I guess we'll live without your sub then.
The Orn, the Nautilus, the Callista. There could
See
be
how the
some
Caps
options
Aurelia
there, but will
goes this game.
Inspired and Rogue have enough time to get those levels and get that CC.
Okay, that
The
sounds
50
great.
keg W sacrifice. Oh, human sacrifice. Definitely something that's underrated
The hypest thing. I love mid lane matchups.
in the community these days.
Akali is really interesting, but ooh, hang on. What are they?
I think we went too far the other way on human sacrifice. Like Aztecs maybe went a little too far, but
Line for
ooh,
sure.
oh damn, I thought that was actually gonna hit.
Able to catch Caps out of position, but Akali versus Aurelia. So one of the first things any Akali player will learn is that in
All right.
early matchups,
Timer
Akali
is
has a
on.
really good time.
Boom, perfectly
It's very
synced. Okay,
easy to do
there we go.
Q into walking backwards or forwards, getting the passive proc, landing an auto, queuing
Good
again,
stream,
so on and so
Dom.
forth.
No, we won't have to
Now the
sacrifice
champion
anyone
make
else.
it very easy for her to naturally
Unless it's like for comedy, you know.
After the Aurelia buffs, which don't really come
Dude, it's
into
worth
play
doing a lot of
later
things for
on
comedy.
in the game, she's still
I've thrown
showing
league
really
games for
good
comedy
skirmish
before.
and
Ask
we get to
Voyboy.
see that.
We used to do it, Q. I've legit just ran it down in the game for comedy. Wait, Vander doesn't get to live here, does he? Pretty good flash from Perks, honestly. The flash E from Finn. Finn is just here, man.
Check this out, like
Finn is literally just here. I mean, if they get the red as well, I think they win the game. But what G2 could do is get level 2 on the Kennen, push the Kennen wave, and then TP down the Kennen, and they can contest this red now. We've seen this in LPL. It looks like they're not willing to do it here.
But he didn't even miss a single minion.
Wow, nice. Okay, so
Because you can technically still contest this.
the aggression that the analyst wanted to talk about.
You TP on that ward that you have at red, and yeah, just win off that.
Going to heavily slow Jankos' jungle clear path down. Inspired is going to secure 2 camps, steal them away, make his way through mid, only level 1 on Caps.
It's a lot of damage coming up for now, but Caps will be able to blade surge through those minions and put enough distance that he's not under risk.
And now we can go back up towards his top side. There's no way for Jankos to split the map up. Bot lane was also winning in these early skirmishes, and so far, within the first 2 minutes, Rogue is already set up for success.
Yeah, the thing I love about this play from Rogue is that
LPL would not give red. Yeah, they as soon as they see the TP, they'd be like, okay, we have TP advantage. We're starting this fight.
He could run mid lane 'cause Caps is
They would just murder that Lilia.
Completely disrupting his early pathing, forcing him to lose his flash. It now gives Inspired, a lot of free time to farm up. It means
Okay, Jankos got
much
E.
more safe around mid lane, and they get the vision to always know where Jankos is going to be on the map. So they know Jankos is top side, the bot lane.
Larssen
can push
chilling
on
in the
in
Shadow
there,
Realm.
and Finn
I
will
like
play
it.
a little bit more cautiously, but this is a very smart level 1
Larson's
strategy.
monitor off. I don't think he's playing with his monitor off, man. I think it's just a little bit dark.
Got at least a
The
couple of
lighting isn't the
summoners
best
going
where
on
he's
CC,
sitting. I don't think his monitor is off.
anything further. And of course, we already see
X-Flash?
That'd be fucking impressive, though. If he was playing with his monitor off, you'd have to respect that.
Just yet. Turn our attention to the mid lane. Caps continues to chase.
Oh,
takes a
Caps
tower
took a turret shot,
and, well,
but he ends up Wing it.
Larssen has to deal with the minion wave. But Caps
Really
just
too strong.
going toe-to-toe with Larssen after that previous game. The performance he had on Zoe. He's looking to make a statement.
Forgive me, Ender, if I've completely missed this, but has Larssen ran Dematerializer in the whole series? Or is
And
he
they know that
just-
Finn has no TP here and no flash, so Finn is like really fucked in this situation. No TP, no flash. He's got a red sweeper.
So I'm very surprised because
If he doesn't crash this wave, he's gonna get frozen on forever.
Especially on an Akali, who typically has quite strong early lane, wave clear. Like this is quite unconventional.
This
Perhaps one
feels
strategy
rough
like
for the
something
Orn.
I haven't seen before, but perhaps
Jankos
the idea
is
to
wasting
get
time,
much
though.
Faster, early level 3, so that you can then go for an early skirmish. But outside of that,
Does
like
have Hex Flash.
I'm not really sure
He
how
failed.
this
He tried to
matchup
Hex
will
Flash. It didn't
context.
work.
It would really
Top.
make a huge 200 mana.
Okay.
Yeah, it's potentially about like being able to like really cheap priority on a cannon minion.
Feels bad for
Something
Finn.
like that, especially because your jungler's gonna be playing very aggressively. This is what I was talking about. Very easy for Aurelia to land her ease up until Larson picks up tier 2 boots. Tier 2 boots, very big purchase for the Akali.
Okay, Caps does
especially in a
ignite,
matchup
not
like
TP.
this, but at the same time, another hook lands in the bot lane.
While that's been going on, Inspired is clearing out.
Oh, okay.
Jankos' jungle
Mickey
has,
E'd
taken
in
majority of the
instead of
Raptors,
just
taken
flashing
Krubs
out.
as well.
It's weird to see
Hunt
G2's
Summer
bot lane
and
just
Bandit
lose every
able to
game. I mean,
find
obviously
another
here they're
3v2 kill.
at a
Despite
disadvantage
Shogun
because
wasn't
Perks
able
has
to
no
get
flash,
involved, and Rogue
and
moving ahead.
their
early
jungler's
game
playing
impact
topside,
is
but I feel
starting
like
to have an effect.
I
they
think
shouldn't be
every
dying like
single
this.
game except for one. Handsummer and Van have successfully killed Perks or Mickey in the laning phase, and just goes to show how talented this bot lane really is, but also puts this G2 bot lane in a pretty significant deficit. Jankos Hex flashing over the wall. He will run into Vander and Handsummer.
He will. Inspired had already completed the recall in the
Oh,
passive,
good.
but Handsummer's
Well
trying to
played.
get to safety,
Well
but
played from
not being able
Jankos.
to get away.
Got the double stun, forced the
Make it
cleanse,
to the
and
base.
got the
Jankos
flash. That's
picks up his
huge.
first kill.
Yeah, so
Actually, a
close
huge
right
kill
now.
onto Callista
Handsama's
here.
able to flash a little bit closer downwards. He's able to get outside of the cone right there, but Jankos with Hex flash over the wall does make a nice play, and Larson knows he can't commit to this fight again. Caps holding on to the ignite.
Caps says,
swing any sort of 1v1 in his favor.
Potions here.
Every time
Just
Captain
I wonder
Inspired
what the
makes it,
experience is
just
like.
take a breath. Managing to land those force duets over and over, even on CS for the time being.
Yeah, really well played by Set here.
So pretty straightforward. Hook lands from
Mickey
Vander,
tried to E
Ignite
through
comes through, goes down
to the
to
Callista, but
Makes
Hansama
very
dodged it
easy
well.
for
But I
that
mean,
kill.
Hansama had
What
cleanse
Rogue
and
don't
flash there,
realize
so
is that this Hex
definitely
flash
should just
is
be a flash away from Leona there.
Recall here, like they could have just run into their lane and recalled there.
pro player questions with Ender.
It's the things you ask, and here Jankos comes in with all the style. Holy cow, he looks cool.
Yeah, and notice that he was waiting and really hoping for Callista to actually hop up. If Callista had hopped down, he wouldn't have been able to use that E.
Okay,
It
all
would
right,
actually
man.
make
It
a
was
lot harder
it
to
was a good
defend.
play from
Hansama
Jankos. This
could've
is
flashed out
a
of that
little too
one.
much
There are
for
a lot
me.
of things that I think they could have done to avoid being killed there.
But still, look at the CS in bot lane.
Yep.
What?
And this is the lane that I think
This
Rogue
is like
wanted
a
to get
little-
ahead
a
in
little
the early
crazy
laning phase.
from my
They wanna
perspective,
try and
but,
invest
you
ganks
know,
there,
whatever.
especially with
If
that,
it makes them
level
happy, it
one
makes them
flash
happy.
that's now coming back up for Perks, but once Inspired hits 6, let's see if they're able to make it happen, as Vanna looking for a bit of a play in mid will not be able to make it happen.
Perks and Mickey realize and start to put a little bit of pressure on Hansama, but he's able to back away in time. And I'm
It's too much for me, but whatever.
Clearing out those camps as you would expect on the Lilia. Currently plus 20. I like the fact that he has invaded.
Can't see
multiple
shit
times.
like that in a replay. Yeah, that's the point though. It's supposed to like mind blow you, where it's like I don't even know what I just watched, but because I can't figure it out, must have been
With
sick.
bot lane prior, there's actually a teleport ward here, and Wonder is level 6.
Okay, no flash, no cleanse on Hansama. Hansama's dead as fuck.
Left for dead. Manages to put some damage down onto Perks, but they're going to split up, looking for each kill. Hansama's just going to make his way to the
Give it
tower,
to
and
the
kill will
boy
be
Perks
donated
here.
away to Perks. And
Oh,
actually,
Jankos, why are you taking that, man?
bit of,
Why are you taking that from your Ash?
but 2 kills to 1
Ah, I
on
hate that
goal,
shit.
and that ward
It triggers
has
me
been
so
there a couple
hard.
times, actually. We
Like,
put
I know
that
you're behind in levels, but like, don't take those kills from your Ash.
Finn used his teleport earlier in the lane, because this might have been a situation where Wonder sees the little pop-up in the text bubble that says Finn switched his teleport to ignite, and he's like, well, this guy has no one to ignite. Like, now he doesn't have a TP. We can make this play, and they have the deep vision. Now Mickey jumps on Inspired.
Mickey?
Take a look what Larson can do. He's stepping
I mean,
into
Caps
those
is
Jankos
not
and
able to
Mickey.
really join this.
Caps is arriving.
He's gonna
as
get
well.
slept here, right?
Do Rogue decide to commit?
Oh.
This is now
Sneak time.
2v3. Vander's making his way, and that's so much burst damage from Larson. He's hiding inside the shroud for now.
Oh, Caps was his
Burst
ult
damage
too.
from
This
Caps
is just
with the
tragic.
flash forward from Inspired as well, defensively from Captain Larson.
Oh
Gets
man,
himself a
Mickey's
double
just
kill
hard
on
griefing.
the Akali in the first skirmish. Rogue pull ahead once again.
That's the Larson Akali we like to see right there, punishing
Okay.
Mickey and Caps big time for the over-aggression, and that
Why
allows
does
us
Finn
to
have
target
Ignite?
once
It's
again
a spellbook,
inside
my
the
friend.
enemy jungle. So small setback for Rogue bot lane, but they fire back strong.
I think you summed it up very nicely there, Ender. The Larson-inspired duo coming up clutch once again. This was
Can
the
play by
duo
Larson?
that
Yeah,
we
but
need to
like
see
kind of like Larson played it
in
well,
order
but
to
you really have to
challenge
figure out like
G2. And it
how
looks
this
like that they're coming
situation
up
gets
clutch right now,
forced.
but Vander may have
That's why you
overstepped.
have to,
There's a jump nearby, hook
Hansama's
lands.
level 6
Well, you
as
have to
well.
like question
If he
what
wants
Mickey's
to
trying to
throw
do
it
there.
onto
Like, what is
some
Mickey doing
can.
again?
There goes the
They
Fatal
have
Mickey's
Callisto
gonna
ult. Do
be
we not know what
target
Callisto ult
on
does?
Hansama, and then they turn their attention over
Nah,
to
this is
Perks.
just grief
But
as
here
well.
comes Jankos as well. Hansama left alone under the tower as his jungler and supporter start to
I
back
mean, I don't
away.
know.
The tower aggro's picked up thanks to the rend.
I'm not
And
sure.
Perks
I'm
will
not
get
sure what to
himself a
say.
kill.
Mickey's just like hard
Ends up
tilted or
being
something.
2 for 1, but Rogue's still in the lead, plus nearly 2,000 gold.
I don't think Hansama's too upset with that result, though. He's going to deny a lot more farm over to Perks. Perks still only level 5. both summoner spells get burnt as well. And Rogue, they're really turning it on coming into game 4. We wanted to see something different from them, and I feel like we're really getting to see it.
I mean, 3 kills for Hansama, 68
I don't
CS
know.
to 43
This is just
in
really
that
great.
lane. Finn, who is the member of Rogue who's struggling at the moment, he's
Why did
down a
G2
little
sub
bit
and
CS,
stunt?
but the
Because it was
carries
too easy when they were
starting
playing
to
Mickey
get
X
very
for the
far
first 3
ahead.
games.
Yeah, right before this play, Inspired was actually starting a recon.
Like here, they see the Lilia, right? So they know that Lilia's here, and then Mickey just goes in anyway when Kallista's 6 with ult. Like, I don't know if he just didn't think Kallista was level 6, or what is like going through his mind here.
And then Hansama asserts his dominance over Briggs. He doesn't care. The man, trades him 1-for-1. That's fine. Hansama came to blood.
I think as soon as we jump out of the replay, there was some action happening in the jungle, taking stock of the situation. It doesn't look like anybody died.
I think that was
Looking
Perk's
at
call.
summoner
Oh,
spells very
all right, man.
quickly.
How do you know it was Perk's call?
Wow.
How did you get to this
85
conclusion?
CS
Yeah, let's just fucking blame Perks. Fuck it.
Right now, of course, Perks being swapped up towards the top side means Hansama
Seemed like Perks called to me
solo
too.
free farming in the bot lane.
Agree.
Finn taking a lot of damage.
Is indeed Vandal be the next target. Slicing Maelstrom hasn't been targeted just yet. Wonder finally throws it down. Vanda will get taken out by
They're so fucked.
G2 is now
They're
around.
so
There's
fucked
another
here.
double kill
Perks
for
is dead
Lawson.
too. He has no flash.
4-0. Turns his attention over to Perks and still got the perfect execution available to him. And that's another kill going the way of Rogue. This time picked up by
Well,
Inspired.
this is probably going to game 5.
4 is a
This looks like a
sizable
game
size
5er
lead.
I mean,
to
that's
me.
just such a huge roam up there. Larson working with Inspired to punish the
Yeah,
dive
yikes.
from G2. G2 committed everything up.
I mean,
in the
Finn
top
gets
lane,
gapped every
but it
game,
is
but like,
Larson on
I don't know,
Rogue
Mickey
and
just
not
sent it so
Caps, and
hard.
that is,
Perks
of
can't
course,
even play here.
Everything is just going right for Rogue right now. Their bot lane is absolutely dominating, extremely far ahead. Larson is sitting on 4 kills.
They just put caps on a mage. I really don't understand their Relia pick this game. I would love to just like get information on their Relia pick.
Rogue, their level 1 planning, the way in which they've punished the set, and how they've utilized a lot of the level 6 power spikes of Akali, they've been able to come out ahead repeatedly.
Yeah, and it all boils down to Inspired and Lawson. Like the games that they've done well, those
Something
two
out of
individuals
3-0
have been
tomorrow?
able
No,
to
I don't think so.
unlocked and playing around the map. And games that they were shut down and Caps was unlocked were problematic. So Rogue looking very strong in game number 4. If they lose here, they are
I mean, I think G2 pretty much lose this game. I don't know how they can win anymore. Like, what's going to kill the Akali here?
Who they will be facing tomorrow in the summer finals.
Right now, G2 are pressured to make a play, and that's why they're going up to Herald, because bot lane is a dead lane.
Akali is
Because
going to
of
be
how
huge.
strong Hansama is, you can't really go
Really
down
hard to
there.
deal with him
Caps solo
this
is not
game.
gonna be able to make that happen, so they're pushing top lane while picking up Rift Herald. But Finn here, he switched over to barrier, so it's going to be really hard to dive him. So while Rogue are able to convert this tower into the dragon as well, I don't think that top lane tower is going to drop anytime soon.
So how did G2 then claw back this deficit? You've got a fed Akali, a fed Callista. You've got
They have Ashe though? Yeah, they do have Ashe, but the Ashe is down 40 CS. So I don't know how useful this Ashe is going to be throughout the game.
Well, I think they need to slow the game down pretty dramatically.
Also, it's pretty fucking hard for your Ashe to play into a or an Akali Lilia here. You're just gonna get ulted, and then what happens?
Because of the short-range comp of Rogue. Well, speaking of Wonder, he may end up dying now.
Oh, that's the ultimate from Vanda into an
Hey, Wonder's
easy
just
dredge
100%
line.
dead.
The kill will be donated to Hansama. What do G2 do with the time?
Yeah, it's a game
pressure in
5.
the top lane, and
I don't see how
in
it
the
wouldn't
mid
be a
lane
game
as Larson
5 here.
holding that tower steady.
Yeah, so, game plan was to try and slow the game down, but obviously
Mickey
Rogue are not
really
allowing
griefed
that
this
to
entire
happen.
game.
They're utilizing the power of this Callista to move around the map. They're not going to commit to that tier 2 in the bot lane. So they're going to reset, actually roam up towards mid. See if they can get a bit of a pick onto Caps, but G2 not going to stick around long enough for that to happen. And we never really got to see a really in-depth look.
Does Finn
at
just not know how to
these two
farm or
mid lanes
what?
stacking up against
Yeah,
each
he
other.
just doesn't know how to
How
farm.
this
That's what it
matchup
is.
plays out,
You got him.
because Larson have just been picking up kills everywhere. They've been looking for roams. The early skirmish did not go in Cap's favor, and now this Akali is going to be online.
He just can't last hit. That's what
13
it is.
minutes insanely early. Larson working towards that level 11 as well. 2 points in the ultimate. It's going to be absolutely devastating. And yes, while he does have to be afraid of Wonder, if he can just one-shot Wonder before the fight
Kanan Tank
starts,
is so
that's
good.
gonna
Yeah, he
help
played
him
so
out.
good this game. G2 definitely did not run it down. It was just Finn playing well.
Even there's a lot of hard CC from the side of G2. Merc Tread's very likely going to come through as the next item for Larson as well. So has a lot of ability to shrug off
Man,
that CC.
the Aurelia doesn't
The
even have
damage
Bork
is
yet.
from
He's
G2
so far
versus
behind.
G2 to
And
actually
even
get
like
Larson
Bork
really
Aurelia, I'm
far.
pretty sure you just get absolutely dicked by the Akali inside lane from now on.
It's not going to matter too much.
If you're playing Aurelia,
The case is
up until you have like what, like 2 items?
Walked across that control wall just a couple times, and as he stepped back to clear it out, Rogue were a little late to arrive. They have replaced the vision. Still 3 minutes to the next dragon. They've got the first Infernal, and next will be Mountain. But it is a fantastic, fantastic turnaround in the early game. I'm going to go back to that level 1 that you were talking about earlier.
How is Perks down 50 CS? Wait, have you watched the game? Like,
Relatively well executed. They got
I don't know. I don't know how to answer a question like that because I feel like if you've just been present and watched the game, like, it's pretty obvious why he's down 50 CS.
Just obliterated.
Like, his support griefed pretty much as hard as you could.
But they'll get the kill.
Support has literally died on cooldown for the first 14 minutes of the game.
Well, that was very easy from Rogue. Wonder now get a face check.
Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Wonder. He's going to get just
yeah,
run
this is just
down
an
and
int.
destroyed.
This is just
The
fucking
Slicing Maelstrom
inted
does
game.
so much. There's the flash from Inspire to finish the kill. But man, that amount of CC actually was
I feel
extremely
like Lilia could have just
effective
ulted there,
against
guaranteed the
Rogue's
kill,
top, and
not
now
had to flash.
couple of
When does it
autos
end?
From Hansama, Dredgeline as well. Hansama will be able to pick up the rend kill.
It's doomed.
That's the 12th
Go next.
in 15 minutes against G2.
Rogue, we wanted to see a pivot from them, and they've done exactly that.
We get a game 5 at least, boys.
Pretty much across the board.
But I mean, the enemy AD carry is up like a completed item. I think it's a little bit over.
Remember, he picked Aurelia into the Akali. They weren't able to make it work. They got themselves the set, they insta-locked it, now they're getting bullied all around the map, and it feels like that while it initially seemed that G2 knew exactly what Rogue would do in the draft,
Gaps is just freezing
now
top,
it
he's
seems
chilling.
like Rogue came with the
Been
game
freezing.
plan, they shook things up, and they're looking dominant here in game 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say the last few minutes from G2 have looked dreadful, but Rogue came in with such a good plan, completely shutting down Jankos from the start of the game, and now all they have to do is camp.
More time with that. Well, I was going to be here either way, but you know. We'll take the view count for LEC. All good.
Away from Mickey, a dash over from Larson. No Maelstrom available for Wonder, so he's on the retreat. Backup from Rogue is coming up, and I do want to just compliment again Rogue back against the wall. Extremely dominant defeat, a dominant victory in favor of G2 in the previous game, and they commit to a very early strategy.
Well, he is just super far ahead this game, though.
And they show that they can compete.
All right,
with
Finn,
G2.
you just took
This time
away
around,
from Larson.
is finding all of
Pretty
the
sure that's
shots
reportable.
on
I don't think you take Larson's farm, man.
skirmishes. And
That's the
Rogue
way you
got
end up on the
40s,
shit
so
list. That's how you end up without a
they can
job
push on to the next
in
inning.
spring.
Rogue
We
is
take
gonna be
Larson's
that
farm.
game 5.
This is a
Great
Larson
shot.
show.
They're definitely looking strong, and I think the greatest thing I think this game is demonstrating is that with the right draft, with the right plan, Rogue can challenge some of the best. And like, it's fair to criticize some of the performances that we've seen from G2.
Don't tell me we are missing the TSM Legends watch party for Game 5. I think we are, man. I think it's just gone.
Game 3. The fact that Rogue was able to suddenly pivot off the back of that, come in and look this convincing in Game 4, I think goes to show how much growth this team has made within the year and what they are now currently.
Orn's down 50 CS? Yeah, and that's completely fine because he's playing Orn.
Game away of making their first
Like,
ever
you're
final.
okay being
Get
down
that
50
rematch
CS.
against Fnatic. Both
Feels much
G2
better for
and
you to be
Rogue
down 50 CS and then look at the Ashe that's
Now
also
they have
down
the right
60
set
CS.
on Wonder.
Yep, Hansama is going to chuck Vander in.
Rest in
The
peace,
ultimate
Wonder.
from Wonder will get thrown down. We'll stun up Hansama and Vander for just a brief moment before the 7th kill is secured for Hansama's Kalista.
Cats is no Bork. I don't even know if he can kill this. This guy has no armor, but I don't even know if you can kill this without Bork.
Was great and continues to trade. Has a level advantage over Finn.
This guy's ghosting away.
So you can't
He got
The
cutlassed.
rest of the team is coming, but
Boom.
losing their base.
Oh, Bella's Breath Ash Arrow will negate the Ash Arrow.
Give it to
as you
Caps.
say.
Caps
The
is
rest
going to
of
carry,
G2
guys. Don't worry.
will help out
He could
securing
definitely
the
carry this
kill
game.
here
It's possible.
in favor of
Aurelia
Caps.
has got this.
Power falls
In the
bot
fucking
lane,
bag, boys.
and Inspired will pick up the second dragon.
This
And
looks like a
I think
really
Rogue will
easy
be
game for
pretty
Aurelia
happy
to
with that
1v9.
trade. Yes, they lose one,
Akali,
but they get
Lilia,
more objectives, which
Ornn,
their ultimate
Kalista.
will help them out.
It's actually not that bad if you're
Solid
ahead,
one.
but
I think
I
we
mean,
can say
at
with
this point, it's
confidence
almost
that
impossible.
Finn is the sacrifice when it comes
Oh,
to
yes.
Rogue. He is the one that is tossed to the wolves whenever there is a sign of danger, but fortunately Rogue do make the most of it whenever he is left to the wayside.
It's also a big difference. I feel like we've seen Finn based on.
dare we say winnable?
He's playing
Oh,
the GP and
you want to
he's
get
still
frisky
losing
and call this one
massively.
winnable? All right,
Gains a lot
go
of
for it,
points.
dude.
It does require a lot of resources. On this Ornn, he can die a million more times. Doesn't matter.
They're
He's
only
only
down
died one time
4K.
this game and he's fallen a lot, down
Enemy
a
team
lot.
doesn't
Yes,
scale that
he
well.
has
It's
played
Lilia,
the team from
Kalista,
level
Ashe.
one, you know,
Or
committing
wait,
a
sorry,
ton
Lilia,
of
Kalista,
playing the
Akali.
team from
Enemy
the
team
start
has
of the
Ashe.
game. He's the type
Kennen
of player
scales
that
like a
Rogue
truck.
need desperately, especially when
Who knows?
Inspired goes to these more carry-oriented picks.
Cats hasn't
You
shopped in
need
ages
someone
yet.
who can
He hadn't
start
shopped
the
since
fight from a
before,
mile away.
because he froze top that whole time when they were just like all dying mid.
Find Jankos inside his jungle. There's no further follow-up yet.
Yeah, take that.
But I'm going to talk about Finn just a moment more because last week...
Winnable. Perks only down 1.5 items. It's like 1 and
They
2/3
both
items.
just said the entire day, just keep him on. Just keep him on. If not on, then Sion's fine. Because, like you said, for the team and for what
So
Inspired...
Kennen like
lost,
scales into like 3 items and then becomes useless at like 6.
But it is very exciting to see Inspired and Larson, 207, 401. The players that we said had to step up to challenge G2, to challenge Jankos and Caps. And, you know, go toe-to-toe for the time being. Now we need to see them close the game out. As during the regular season, we've already said this series, had a couple of niggles here and there, but I think they've got a lot more tools this time around and significant advantage as they're starting to push.
It's a wit's end from
Yeah, I think that Rogue would have
Caps.
to
I mean, this is
really
okay.
slow the
I mean,
game
it's
down
fine
when
into
they
the enemy
play
team. It's a good item into the enemy team until you look at like the fact that Kalista is a massive issue.
So huge. Just look at the 80 carries. Like,
So I guess he has to just build MR, and then they just have to all focus the Kalista and just pray to God that they win.
Gunblade. Oh, I mean, okay, so both mid laners.
So what's happening here? Blue side is just cursed. Blue side just sucks in EU now. NA was just ahead of the meta with the red side picks every game.
Meantime, Drakes are starting to stack up. The next Ocean's going to be spawning in about 2.5 minutes. It will, of course, be the Ocean Soul. And meanwhile, this set is kind of like reached peak now. Like, he's only going to be more of a meat shield, whereas Inspired is only going to get stronger.
Okay.
So
Perks just got a full item.
I think that this is a dire
He's
situation.
confident now.
And similar to last game, he's just kind of looking at and thinking of game 5 because it's going to be very difficult to bounce back from this one.
It makes me think about
Have you seen the Ning jungle challenge? Yeah, I mean, I can beat 258 on Lee Sin,
if
bro.
they're holding that for the potential Fnatic series,
That's nuts.
And if you go down to this last game, you know, many people expected this game to be a 3-0 in favor of G2, and I think Rogue continue to surprise. They continue to impress, and this game is just fantastic. We've got a fair amount of time before this next engage.
Rogue I don't know. G2 really look like they want to force on Finn. Like, the poor man just wants some minions. Just let him have it.
He's got the exhaust, the ultimate. The rest of G2 start to back away.
But like, huge respect to Finn right here. He wants the XP, but he knows he's at risk. So he's staying inside the brush. He's losing every minion, don't get me wrong, but he's getting the XP for the time being, and he does commit finally when he sees the cannon and maybe some people on the
So Finn is just using that so he gets his TP.
Rogue got so far ahead that
So I guess it's going to be a void here from Wonder.
To push some of these other objectives. Obviously the Dragons came
Decent amount of MR in the enemy team. Guess it can be done.
And for the time being, they're just going to
I
be
think Fnatic should try to snipe Larson for 2021. I mean, I don't even know like what's Larson's contract situation. Would he actually even be available?
It's going to be a terrifying threat, and obviously the value Ornn's going to bring, as there is some pressure here, but I don't think
that might have been killable.
I think the game might seem like it's going to grind to a bit of a halt right now. Rogue are
I guess they didn't want to waste ults because they want to fight top here.
So late into the game, usually like in 2 or 3 minutes with a lead like this, you'd expect there to be a soul up for grabs, but because it's going to be a little bit more delayed, 6+ minutes until we find that type of fight, I would almost expect G2 to hand over this next Drake to Rogue, and then Rogue, unless G2 open themselves up and get caught out, you're not going to be able to find a fight too easily.
Very much agree. As we say that though,
Wonder needs Zanya's or he insta-dies. I mean, I think he's going to die no matter what. Oh! Larson? Oh my god, Wonder missed. Ulti? Nothing? They can't kill him? Alright, man. You say so. I guess Larson lives there.
They do get his flash and ultimate, but it's the exchange.
I feel like if they layer their CC better, it should be a death. He does have merc treads, does probably have legit tenacity, but still.
For the next Drake fight though, and I think this is an opportunity that G2 could go for, but the fact that they sent Caps to top lane when he has no TP.
Guess he just walks it off.
They're gonna concede this one over to Rogue.
How are you supposed to fight Hansama? I mean, he just finished Death's Dance. G2 already don't do a lot of damage with the items they're on, but when you're just facing down a tank that's also an 80 carry, you're going to have to give that one up.
He's actually the highest level in the game. Hansama's been solo farming as well, 249 CS.
Oh, he's a broken champion, yeah.
Like, the man's a beast right
Kali's definitely strong right now. It's really strong. I feel like he dies there, though.
Look how much gold he has.
Unbelievable.
It's Mercs and legit tenacity, but still.
The combined gold of Finn and Jankos.
Well,
the thing that is
Set is completely out of the game.
For me, though, is that
yeah, imagine if we just gave a couple of those kills over to Perks.
They spent a lot of resources
So what does Perks even go here? Does he go Death Stance himself? Here's the question. Does he go for the Death Stance? Because he is going to get dove pretty hard by Akali. There's almost no counterplay to it.
We've got a mystery circle popping up.
Oh, he's just going for the IE, man. He doesn't give a fuck.
It would be crazy if Rogue would be
I actually like this. When you're behind as an AD carry, just being like, hey, I just have to play well. Try to dodge a Akali dashes, flash something.
Wait, only? I mean,
grab the fucking IE.
But when you look at the victors,
Yeah.
of those 11, there's only been 3 that have been able to actually lift the crown.
Wait, why is everyone spamming O?
And it does look like Wonder will get some damage here onto Larson. Actually, a lot of damage onto him. Well, the Forge Guard won't work out.
Oh,
and
Larson
finally goes down.
Okay.
But G2
TPing
are
out.
at risk right now.
Okay, Perks.
G2 need
You'll
a
love
few
to
more
see it.
picks like this to come back into the game. Larson is going to look to
Enemy team's
escape
gonna try to
now,
do Baron,
the
but fuck
Shroud
it.
for just a moment. Caps will be looking to find the kill. No flash available for him, and the Shroud will just buy a couple of seconds of time. The flawless duet won't, really.
But
do
I mean,
anything.
right now, Rogue are on the.
So you guys
Baron.
gonna flash
They're
ignite him or
delaying
what?
So much time. Caps has to commit the flash in, and then there's a Zhonya's Hourglass on top of it. So now Jankos, he's outside of the Baron pit.
Oh
he was
my
trying to look for
word.
steal. It's not going to happen.
Oh my god, he missed.
Either.
There's
So
no way.
much time.
Holy shit, that's so
The Baron
tragic.
was picked up. Thank you
That
for
looks
calling
so
out.
tragic.
Was so focused on the trade, I didn't even
At
notice
least
it.
they
So
got-
Rogue again. They
Wait,
trade one
did
player
Ornn not die?
for objectives, for
Did
control,
Ornn live?
to push this
Ornn
advantage
just
further.
walked it off?
Beautifully played by Larson as well.
Oh,
Notice
no,
here,
man.
like, props to Wonder. He pretty much lands this combo flawlessly. Comes very close to getting that kill onto Larson. If he had a little bit more gold and more itemization, he might have been able to get that solo kill. but
Okay,
the
we
arrow
need.
comes through
All
for him.
right.
Look, so right now, Larson's trying to leave Finn out to dry, but if Finn was a real bro, he flashes into the arrow so that Larson can get out of this one.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Wasn't quite able to react in time for that. And let's see, Perks comes through, chases down.
All right,
Finn,
let's see.
is
How does
forced
Ornn
to
live
flash
this?
to avoid the knockup, and then Perks is already a little scared of Larson because he doesn't want to get too close, and his eyes are set on trying to get that kill onto Finn.
What?
Ooh,
Wait, where does
Perks
Perks go?
back as well. Nice
Perks just
side
went to.
step. Didn't
Wait,
know
what?
that one. But then we
Where
see
did Perks just
Larson
run
use
to?
the Zhonya's also gets
Nah,
used
man,
for
nah.
the Gunblade as
He
well.
just- he
Doesn't
just
walk into
walked-
the
what?
stun either. Forces
Oh,
Finn to
come
use it.
on.
Will get a
What just
shutdown.
happened?
Goes in favor of Rogue, and they want to keep the pressure up.
Such a fantastic
Perks
series
is
from
dizzy
Rogue
right now.
already. They
That's
they've
just
been
crazy.
talked about and criticized and discussed on socials because of the 2 series they've already played in playoffs. They'll be representing Europe at the World Championship, and I think this is a team that is perennially underestimated.
He was going to
and
Croatia,
when
he was
they
going
do
back
play,
home.
their level
Holy
and
shit.
consistency is of a level that you have to be the better team. G2 were not for a couple games. Might be going to game 5. Let's see what G2 can do to defend now.
His ankles are still left on the rift. Wait, he's just dead.
Will connect
Oh,
onto
God, you
Perks,
hate
and
to see it.
That's a decent stun from Caps, but Perks is just blown up in the middle lane.
Okay, that's a weird way to die.
It feels like we're going to game 5. It
Yep.
feels this is exciting and also interesting because the set have been banned multiple games in a row. It
guess
gets
it's,
allowed
I guess
through
we get a
Flash
game
versus
5.
Ash as well, and neither of them hugely influential this game.
I think that it's crazy how online
That'd be so
Rogue
crazy if
came and how
G2 didn't make
quickly they were able
finals.
to snowball the early game off of just a single level 1 plan by putting the Jankos behind, and they won so many
First time in a
successful
long
early
time that a
skirmishes.
team
Now
not
with the
named,
Baron break into the base, and they look just as
G2
dominant
wins.
as G2 did in game 3. They're looking to bring us to game 5. They're looking to play the Silver Scrapes, and Rogue are looking dominant here in this series.
No doubt about it. 7 towers to 2, 7,000 gold up, a minute until the Ocean Soul. And they're playing this one by the book. Get the Baron, get the Soul,
Yep.
push it in. Don't risk another
Rage
game.
quit,
Don't risk
something
your
like that,
entire
man.
season on
I just don't
crazy
understand
play.
what the idea
One could
was to
argue
put
that
Caps on
G2's
Aurelia
base
here.
push
Seems
last
really
week
weird in this game.
cost them in a similar way.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Love this
I'm
from
pretty sure the
Larson.
mid lane
You
match
picked
was
General
not supposed to be
Electric
good.
This is the team fight that
So, like,
ends the
what's the
game.
point
Rogue
of
get
the
Ocean
Aurelia?
Soul.
You're not even
But
running an AP
it's
jungler.
over. So Larson wants as much power as he can have, jumping into G2's backline, and
They're
Rogue
willing to run
so-
double AP
so
solo
strong
laners
coming
last
into
game.
this one. Hansama got his upgraded Blade of the Ruined King. Rogue are ready to fight.
And they got such a huge advantage. Plus 6k. A lot of that is obviously on Hansama, so
Jankos.
if he gets taken out, then that could be problematic.
Jankos
for
on the
Rogue,
flank.
but look at the damage already.
Alright,
coming
Caps
in.
just got one
The
shot.
Alpha Vandam
Jankos is coming in.
Rogue, they've got one. They're about to get
Jankos
the
has had
Perks
enough.
and
Oh, he just misses
down.
E on
Red
all
line
3
will
people.
hold Nick
He
the
eat in
Perks
the one
off
direction where he
off.
didn't hit
It's
anyone.
ace
Okay,
for Rogue.
pack it up. Go game
Ace
5.
clean. It was almost simple.
Jesus Christ.
And it was just beautiful.
Yes, it certainly was. Jankos was looking for the
It wouldn't have
flank,
mattered,
then
but,
the
like,
rest of
still,
G2 was
it's
dead
not nice
before
to
he
watch.
even arrived. You couldn't ask for a cleaner team fight. Sub 30-minute win for Rogue. They're gonna force the 5th game. They're going to challenge for that final spot against Fnatic.
I did not believe that Rogue had it in them, but they are forcing G2 to a game 5 for a shot at the finals
Look who I
in
see.
LEC Summer.
Let's free fall.